There are several ways to calculate a drug's danger beyond how many people it kills. These drugs listed in this video are measured in a way like this. First, they each kill fewer people. Second, there's more wiggle room between an effective dose and a lethal dose. And for sure they are less deadly than alcohol. Cocaine is a prime example of how drug pharmacology affects behavior and addictive potential. Cocaine works by blocking the removal of dopamine from your brain's synapses, letting it accrue, causing feelings of intense euphoria. Of course, in excess, cocaine is associated with mood irregularities, hallucinations, septum collapse, and psychosis. So, it's definitely a gamble. And while cocaine is less deadly than alcohol, taken in conjunction with booze, it creates something called cocethyline. Cocethyline is a novel drug produced by the 1-2 punch of cocaine and alcohol, and its toxicity levels may be 30% higher than cocaine alone. So, how lethal is Mary Jane? Well, it would be virtually impossible to die from an overdose. Indeed, it's one of the few drugs with no reported overdoses ever. That's not to say that doing something stupid, like driving down the interstate blazing on reefer, won't get you killed. But it's impossible for the body to consume high enough levels of THC, the active ingredient in marijuana, to cause overdose. You'd have to ingest hundreds of pounds of pot in mere minutes to die. In conclusion, it is far less toxic to our bodies than alcohol. LSD is a hallucinogen, giving those under its influence novel auditory, visual, and sensory sensations. The CIA would go on to do some pretty messed up experiments on people using LSD in a program called MKUltra. In terms of toxicity, LSD overdose is almost as unlikely as THC overdose and would require an individual to take 1,000 times the average dose. Yet, while the chemical catalysts may not be deadly, people certainly can do some stupid and dangerous stuff while under the influence of LSD. In terms of toxicity, pure psilocybin, like LSD, is nearly impossible to overdose from. One would have to take upwards of 1,000 times the average effective dose to die from psilocybin, making it far less lethal than alcohol. When psilocybin was introduced to Western culture, its potential use for mental health treatment was noted, and today, doctors have ignited a renaissance of research into how psilocybin may aid those suffering from a variety of mental illnesses.